Oh, that dad. What are you supposed to buy him when he says he already has everything he needs? Is there anything out there he might want? How are you supposed to know? After all, he rarely shares anything that he's thinking about, let alone something he might want. Don't worry, I've got you. Here are 10 things you can consider getting that special dad in your life. Have you ever watched Dad get out his circular saw, his sawhorses, extension cords, his drill, screwdrivers, and 10 other tools just to make a small repair on something in the house? Well, save him the effort with that extension cord and trying to find an outlet and get him this battery-powered circular saw. He will love it. The kitchen? That's Mom's. The family room? Oh, well, that belongs to the kids. Master bedroom? Mom's. Patio? Mom. Master bathroom? Mom. Laundry room? Mom. Dining room? Mom. Mudroom? Kids. Backyard? Kids. Living room? Oh, no one is allowed in there. Garage? Dad. That's right. Make sure everyone knows whose garage it is with this Dad's Garage sign. And as my kids well know, if it's broke, I can fix it. Next up are these gear ties. Look, these aren't glamorous, but they're actually usable. When I was a kid, my dad used to save all the old twist ties off loaves of bread, but then we'd end up finding them all over the house. These ones are heavy duty, reusable, and they come in different sizes. So Dad won't need to tie multiple twist ties together just to have a giant one to wrap around his extension cords. I've been looking for a manly apron for a couple of years now. My wife and my girls all wear aprons when they're in the kitchen, somewhat for fun, but also because they're practical. And as the dad, I feel completely left out. I personally like to stay clean. I wash my hands like every 5 seconds when I'm cooking or grilling. But you really can just wipe your hands on your apron if you need to. And if you splash a bunch of grease on yourself, you don't end up with it on your clothes. You don't even have to wear clothes. It's an apron. But this one is well designed. It fits a man well. It's not that heavy rubber junk, and I really think Dad will like this one. Oh, one gift that every single dad needs is a dad jokes book. This is especially handy for newer dads who haven't had a lot of time to build up their inventory of the best dad jokes to make it the least opportune times. And a word of advice here. If you find yourself taking Dad to an Italian restaurant for Father's Day, make sure you don't see any fake noodles on his plate. They're impastas. How about a customized tape measure? I love this one my kids got for me. My nickname is, in fact, the best Mr. Fix-It in town, and now they memorialized that for me. This guy is a display case type item, though, not to be used on projects. You could get him the meter. Actually, I don't recommend getting him the meter, but it's the cool hip thing that everyone is getting. So you can get it for your dad if you want to. I do have a couple of issues with this though. The first is that you have to really shove it into your hunk of meat for it to work. So it's not easy to get out and put into other hunks of meat, which could cause a problem if you're messing with different sized breasts and want to make sure you get them all up to 165. The second is that it's only available on your phone. When I'm standing outside grilling, I don't have to constantly be looking at my phone, especially if I have a buddy there who I'm showing off my meat to. So instead, I recommend that you just get Dad one of these easy to use thermometers. He can just stick it in each one of his hunks of meat whenever he wants to find out the temperature. When my wife invites a family over that I don't know, there's nothing more awkward than having to talk to the other dad. He doesn't want to be there. Neither one of us wants to talk. We don't even know what to say. But you can solve that awkwardness for Dad with this tabletop ring toss game. The dads can grab a drink, sit down, and compete against each other without ever having to say a word. Yes! Oh. Look, there are never enough hands when working on a project. I'm constantly losing screws, and I have to walk back to the garage to get more because I obviously bring just the right number that I need with me. But for Dad, those days are gone. When you get him this magnetic wristband, he can stick as many screws on here as he wants without fear of losing them. Just make sure you help him keep track of where he stores the wristband though, or he may lose that too. And last on our list, but certainly not least, The gift to get that special dad in your life is you. Kidding. Dad probably wants to be left alone to spend the day by himself. So instead, get him these awesome beer can glasses. You can buy them in a set of 6, or you can buy them in a pair and get them customized to be an extra special gift for Dad. And he doesn't need to drink beer to use these. Obviously, they can be used for soda, water, or anything else that he drinks. I use these almost every single day, and they are mine. Cheers to Dad.